we get in here, the knees pinch, they stay tight. As soon as he takes me over, he takes the foot. That's pretty straightforward. Once we get in here, pinch the knees together and hold. One thing I want you guys to do, I'm going to switch with you for a minute, sir. It doesn't seem like a lot, but I think it's a huge detail when it comes to the psychology of letting my opponent know, I got you. Once he goes to put his knees down and I go here, I pinch on his knees to make sure his knees are good, that his knee's not going away. I don't twist. I squeeze. I'm not applying any pressure to Coach Ian's knee, but I'm just bringing his foot tight under my armpit. I'm sure you can feel that. It doesn't take much at this point for me to exert pressure. But if I go here and now I start twisting, this is the game. This is where it gets dicey. This is how you can hurt your partner. Because he feels like, oh, there's room for my foot to move. But when I grab, I can hold like this, but I pull it in tight, see? But I'm not exerting any torque on his knee. Just holding the foot in. Hold the foot close to you, but just in. No twisting. And you'll feel the whole leg just, that's it. There's no, at that point, you should just understand that that's it. The leg is gone. Tap, you save yourself, live to fight another day. Okay? Any questions? When you deal with more experienced opponents, you have to expect more, anytime you work for a positional advancement, more of a fight. So the technique we just did is really good, but it leaves a lot of loose areas. That's why when you bring that leg up, you have to clamp down on the hips first. You can still make it work, but there are other options that we can do to kind of really neutralize your opponent's ability to escape. This is the one that personally I use a lot. When that knee comes down and I bring my knee up and I pinch him over. I pinch on the knee, but now my top arm goes over his kneecap. You see where his knees are? Not behind. I go over and I extend the top hook. And put my knee all the way down on the mat. Just like this. Right from here. This is like it's a leg drag position. This hand underhook, if possible. And there's two options from here that we can use to advance. One is I can just go straight for his neck, this way. The problem is, and you just be prepared for it, is this hand can be problematic because this is his framing arm. When I bring this over, he's going to turn into me. That way, or yes, that's the one more than anything. As soon as you come around, even though this is here, that's what you have to contend with. So, because your weight is over the knees as well, which is really important. If the weight is on the hip, he points his knee to the sky, he's going to move you. And you leave your leg behind. The weight is over the knees. We're going to punch our hand, the underhook. This is my preferred way of going around to his back because this almost ensures that he has to give me his back. See, there's no other way around it. So finishing with an opportunity to take the back, I think is probably, from a position standpoint, the superior option. I can pin you, hold you in side control, but an opportunity to jump on your back as well, this is the one I would take. So, a lot of little pieces with this one. Knee comes up, I bring him over, I still pinch, but now my elbow just goes along my body and I go over his knee, and as I go over his knee, I stretch my hook. Put my knee to the mat. All my weight is on his knee. And this is what helps. You see what he's doing with his arms already. It's not that hard to get under these arms. Once you get that underhook, the top underhook, now I can move to the side. He cannot physically reframe to recover guard. And he'll either do that, or right here, or I open my elbow, which is going to give me the back. Then of course work your seat belt. In here you can start working hand control. This is a little bit different situation now because he's grounded and you're in a good position. I wouldn't go back down to the hips at this point. So, one more time. right here. If he goes flat, that's fine, but the back, of course, is, to me, the better of the two options. All right? We need to see again. Anybody? We're good? You sure?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3.